couple of quick tips and tricks on how to use Mac OS 10 Lion. And just want to start real quick by showing you a couple of things here. First of all, down at the bottom, if you just got your computer, you probably have these three things. You have the Finder, you have Mission Control, and Launchpad. Those are the three we're going to show you real quick. First one is the Finder. The Finder is basically where you're going to find all of your files. Anything, files, folders are all going to be in the Finder. And right here, one new thing about Lion is, first of all, that you can search all your files, and you can search them in a variety of different ways. If you click right here, this icon, you can search them either by name, and it'll just give you an alphabetical listing of all the files on your computer. If you want that, you can also do by kind. Kind is probably the coolest way to find a file because it divides everything up by categories. For example, right up here you have images. You notice here PDF documents. Here is music and movies, and you can go on and kind of see everything. Presentations, those would be like Keynote or PowerPoint presentations. Then developers and documents. Any file that you want, you can find according to a category, and it doesn't matter where you've placed it, what folder you've placed it in. You can find these in just about any category. So let's say images right here, for example. These are all the images on my computer. Any JPEG kind of file would be right here. All the picture files, and I can find them under images. All my PDF files, again, regardless of where they exist on my computer or what folders. One quick way to find all the PDF files are right there. And finally, music. I have a lot of AIF files because I do music, but that's another way of just finding out. Then here, the second one down, you've got AirDrop. Now, that's a quick picture of me, and what the computer is doing right now, if you notice, is that it's looking for other Mac computers, other Mac computers that are running Lion. So if a computer is running Lion and I've set them both up to AirDrop, I'll be able to see them in the network here. I don't see any here because I'm not close to anyone, but it's very easy to set up. All you have to do is to exchange files between one user and another is just to both be on AirDrop. Then finally, you got your applications folder, and your applications folder is basically where you would have all your applications. So all your applications, and you can change the view. If you wanted to see a list view, you can go that way. If you wanted to see kind of like a different folders view, that way. If you wanted to see a carousel of different programs, you can go that way. Okay. Finally, then you got your desktop. Obviously, I don't have anything on my desktop. Your documents, your downloads folder, your movies, your music, and your pictures. And you can adjust these in the Finder. If you go to Finder and Preferences, you'll be able to see the slide bar. And notice here, if I take off all my files disappears here. If I put it back on, there's all my files. And you'll see again AirDrop, applications, any one of these files that I may not want on my computer. For example, right here, Robert Nieves, I'm not using that one. So I took that off. And same thing with shared and devices and on and on and on. So that's where you would do your Finder preferences. Next, I'm going to move on to Mission Control. Mission Control is basically similar to Expose. So let's say you've got several applications opened up on your computer, and I'm just going to open up a few simple ones here. Don't want to get to anything too complex. So right here, I've got a bunch of windows opened up. Let's do my address book, I guess. Don't copy my contacts, but that's my address book or my calendar. So I've got all these opened up here. And what I can do with Mission Control is that I can go ahead and click Mission Control, and it gives me a bird's eye view of everything that I've got opened up. And now that's really cool, but it gets even better than that. What I can do is if I click and drag over to the right hand side, I'm going to see new desktops, and I can do up to 16 different desktops, which is virtually just unlimited. Let me just go back to mission control. By the way I did that was on the trackpad. 3 fingers up gets you to mission control as well. So here we go. We got each desktop going, and I've got a total of 3 desktops. Let me see if I can get one more. I think I got my contacts back here. Okay, let's do this. Bird's eye view again. And my calendars. And now 3 fingers up gets me to this view, the mission control on the trackpad. And 3 fingers up again brings me back. And now if I do a 3-finger swipe to the left, I'm doing 3-finger swipe to my left on the trackpad, I can now see other desktops. So I can go from one desktop to the next, and this becomes very useful if you're working on presentations, or if you're doing a report and you're looking at websites and maybe some ebooks. This becomes really, really useful. So that's that. And let's go back and just eliminate. If you just hover over the desktops, you'll get this little X mark, and it'll bring you all back to the very first desktop. So I'm going to close this here. Okay. And finally, Launchpad. Launchpad, remember that Lion gets its inspiration from the iOS devices, so the mobile Apple devices such as the iPad or the iPhone or the iPod. And basically, this right here, again, shows you all of your applications, just gives you a quick picture of everything. You can go ahead and open up applications from here. You could also do things like creating folders. So if I click and hold QuickTime, for example, they'll all start wiggling like that. And then I can make a folder by just putting one on top of the other. And there you go. So for example, I got Safari and QuickTime playing and QuickTime going together. And I can change the name, by the way. Let's go back to Launchpad. And if I press and hold there, I can change the name of productivity and name it whatever I want. There we go. So that's now called whatever I want, and now that's a folder. And you'll notice the name appear down here in just a minute, I guess. Oops. Let's get back there. Yeah, now it's called whatever I want. And if I want to eliminate that folder, again, I can also put in as many things as I want into that folder. I could also move things around here. But if I want to open that up and just eliminate the folder, just take things out and just click and drag things out as you know, as you need. And as soon as you get rid of, you know, your last 2, you no longer have a folder. So that's Finder, Mission Control, and Launchpad.